So today I'd like to talk about lightweight generics in Objective-C. So something that's pretty interesting about Objective-C is that it's really kind of a dynamic language. Unlike C++ or C# or Java, these languages are very strongly typed languages. And one of the things that's actually kind of nice about Objective-C is that it's loosely typed. But one of the problems you run into, especially when you're doing languages with multiple different languages, like if you are using C++ or using Swift now, Swift, for example, is a strongly typed language. And so, for instance, when you go to create an array in Swift, it's going to be an array of ints, it's going to be an array of longs, an array of strings, you name it. The array type in Swift is actually a generic type. And so one of the things they did around 5 years ago with Objective-C is to maintain interoperability between Swift and Objective-C, they added this concept of lightweight generics into Objective-C. And so essentially what that means is that currently Objective-C, if you go and create an array, you can actually have an array that points to a string, to a number, to some other data type. You can actually have multiple different types inside of an array. And this is actually kind of uncommon. Usually when you go to create an array, it's going to be of a specific type. And the same thing with dictionaries and sets and that sort of thing. So one of the things they did is they added this ability of adding a generic into certain types as part of the foundation in Objective-C. So let's take a quick look and see what that looks like. All right, so if we look right here, we can actually see that I've created an NSArray, an NSDictionary, an NSset, and for the most part I'm using literals here to describe those. So in this example here, I just have an array of strings. In this one I have a dictionary where the key is set to a string and then I'm using a number for the value. And then for the NSset below, I'm actually just creating an array of strings to create the set. So let's come over here and let's add a lightweight generic to this. So to add a lightweight generic to an NSArray, you just come to the end of the type and you put in a less than symbol, and we'll type in NSString and then an asterisk here for the pointer. And now we've actually defined this as an array of NSString. And then for the NSDictionary here, we're going to do something very similar. I'm going to come over here to use the less than symbol, say NSString, asterisk, and make sure I spell string correctly. And then we're going to use NSNumber for the value of that array, or of that dictionary. And then same thing here with NSSet. This is actually just going to be a set of strings, so I'm going to come over here to less than symbol, NSString, asterisk, and then close that. So now if I come and run this, you see everything runs just as it did before, just it's a little bit more strongly typed now that we actually are using these lightweight generics. So if you like this video, please subscribe. If you have any comments or questions related to this, please leave a comment or question. I'll get back to you. And have a nice evening.